Never interrupt your enemy when he is making a mistake. Courage isn't having the strength to go on, it is going on when you don't have strength. In politics, stupidity is not a handicap. Religion is excellent stuff for keeping common people quiet. Religion is what keeps the poor from murdering the rich. Show me a family of readers, and I will show you the people who move the world. History is a set of lies agreed upon. Imagination governs the world. If you want a thing done well, do it yourself. Nothing is more difficult, and therefore more precious, than to be able to decide. History is written by the winners. Take time to deliberate, but when the time for action comes, stop thinking and go in. Impossible is a word to be found only in the dictionary of fools. A leader is a dealer in hope. The only victories which leave no regret are those which are gained over ignorance. A woman laughing is a woman conquered. You don't reason with intellectuals. You shoot them. Men are moved by two levers only, fear and self-interest. The best way to keep one's word is not to give it. Conquests will come and go, but Delamber's work will endure. There are but two powers in the world, the sword and the mind. In the long run, the sword is always beaten by the mind. The world suffers a lot. Not because the violence of bad people, but because of the silence of the good people. China is a sleeping giant, let him sleep, for if he wakes, he will shake the world. The reason most people fail instead of succeed is they trade what they want most for what they want at the moment. He who fears being conquered is sure of defeat. A picture is worth 1,000 words. Death is nothing, but to live defeated and inglorious is to die daily. 10 people who speak make more noise than 10,000 who are silent. Men are more easily governed through their vices than through their virtues. Circumstances. What are circumstances? I make circumstances. When a government is dependent upon bankers for money, they and not the leaders of the government control the situation, since the hand that gives is above the hand that takes. Money has no motherland, financiers are without patriotism and without decency, their sole object is gain. Ability is of little account without opportunity. As for me, to love you alone, to make you happy, to do nothing which would contradict your wishes, this is my destiny and the meaning of my life. Throw off your worries when you throw off your clothes at night. Music is what tells us that the human race is greater than we realize. Victory belongs to the most persevering. For hostile newspapers are more to be feared than 1,000 bayonets. History is the version of past events that people have decided to agree upon. The hand that gives is among the hand that takes. Money has no fatherland, financiers are without patriotism and without decency, their sole object is gain. The surest way to remain poor is to be honest. To understand the man, you have to know what was happening in the world when he was 20. Great men are meteors designed to burn so that earth may be lighted. Glory is fleeting, but obscurity is forever. A true man hates no one. The best cure for the body is a quiet mind. The greatest danger occurs at the moment of victory. Courage is like love, it must have hope for nourishment. If we could read the past histories of all our enemies, we would disregard all hostility for them. It's the unconquerable soul of man, and not the nature of the weapon he uses, that ensures victory. A throne is only a bench covered with velvet. Great ambition is the passion of a great character. Those endowed with it may perform very good or bad acts. All depends on the principles which direct them. In our time, no one has the conception of what is great. It is up to me to show them. I saw the crown of France laying on the ground, so I picked it up with my sword. I have seen only you, I have admired only you, I desire only you. The extent of your consciousness is limited only by your ability to love and to embrace with your love the space around you, and all it contains. It requires more courage to suffer than to die. I am surrounded by priests who repeat incessantly that their kingdom is not of this world, and yet they lay hands on everything they can get. We must laugh at man to avoid crying for him. The battlefield is a scene of constant chaos. The winner will be the one who controls that chaos, both his own and the enemy's. If you wish to be a success in the world, promise everything, deliver nothing. I start out by believing the worst.